Globalization refers to the interconnected global activity across social, cultural, environmental, political, technological, and economic domain. In education, it influences how students learn, how teachers teach, and how schools operate. This video focuses on two aspects of globalization relevant to Australian primary schools: digital technology and artificial intelligence, and cultural and linguistic diversity. Digital technologies include online learning platforms, collaborative tools, and instant access to globalized information. AI systems can generate content and support problem solving and personalized learning. The COVID 19 pandemic made the globalized effect tangible. Goodwin 2021. Testing, testing and accelerating these tools. Today, students can access knowledge beyond geographical boundaries, reducing some disadvantages faced by rural and remote schools. Teachers increasingly use shared documents, online videos, and AI-supported tools to enhance engagement and collaboration. However, globalized technologies can create challenges. Internet access and device costs continue to impact rural communities, and teachers require ongoing training to keep up with rapid technological change. Ethical concerns such as plagiarism, over-reliance on AI, and reduced critical thinking highlight the need for explicit teaching around the responsible digital use. The Australian curriculum reflects this through general capabilities such as digital literacy and critical and creative thinking, ACARA 2026. Global migration made Australian classrooms increasingly diverse, Connell et al. 2013. Many students speak English as an additional language or dialect and bring varied cultural identities and worldviews. The Australian curriculum addresses this through intercultural understanding capabilities, as well as cross-curriculum priority of Asia and Australia's engagement with Asia. For teachers, this means adopting inclusive practices that value diversity. Strategies such as visual scaffolds, multilingual resources, and differentiated instructions support equitable participation. Culturally responsive teaching, embedding Indigenous and multicultural perspectives, has become a global and national priority and will lead to lasting change, Dodson M. 2010. Additionally, with Asian economies maturing and becoming key markets for Australian exporters, Healy 2014, Australia's engagement with Asia will remain a significant curriculum focus. These aspects of globalization reshape the role of teachers. They must help students evaluate online information, use AI ethically, and develop intercultural understanding. Technology can strengthen communication within school communities, while cultural diversity enriches classrooms and supports empathy and inclusion. At the same time, inequities persist. Some schools lack reliable internet, digital devices, or paid access to AI tools. Others have limited exposure to cultural and linguistic diversity due to location or funding, creating uneven learning opportunities. For pre-service teachers, it is important to recognize these features and to address these issues when they occur. In a situation involving these features, as described in the report, some action-oriented recommendations include establishing clear expectations for group work and digital collaboration prior to the activity. This includes assigning roles, setting checkpoints, and clarifying ownership of shared documents. GAY 2018 additionally describes process checking, where students and teachers periodically review task requirements and group dynamics. This builds accountability while also bolstering their confidence and reaffirming your trust with the students. Second, explicitly teaching students how to find reliable information online and avoid the unethical use of AI. If digital citizenship issues arise, concerns should be raised with the teacher, not acted upon independently. In the incident described in the report, it was essential that student A came to understand her actions were inappropriate. If language barriers contribute to the conflict, scaffolding should be provided to support equitable participation. Finally, if conflict emerges due to resource misuse or cultural and linguistic differences, teachers should address the issue privately with each student. This models professional conflict resolution and communication is contextual, and communication is cultural. It supports intercultural understanding, GAY 2018. Digital technology, AI, and cultural linguistic diversity are central aspects of globalization shaping Australian education, Connell et al. 2013. They offer opportunities for connection, access, and inclusion, but also require thoughtful, ethical, and culturally responsive teaching. Understanding these influences is essential for building inclusive, future focused classrooms.